folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and once again we're going to play Canvas Solo Mode. Although it does support 1 to 5 players, it's for ages 14 and up, and the average play time is about 30 minutes. In the last video that I released, the solo playthroughs, I painted with Vincent, which is one of the 2 solo variants listed in the rulebook. In painting with Vincent, it's a bit more random. He will toss some of his canvas tokens here, and various cards will be removed throughout the game depending on how many of those canvas tokens are face up. Today, we'll be trying the solo puzzle game for the first time, and like the other videos in this series, I sometimes get rules wrong, but hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm just here to have fun and spread some awareness. Anyway, solo puzzle gives you a bit more control over what's going on. You still start the game with 4 inspiration tokens and 4 go into the supply. You can choose any card in the array, but instead of paying with your canvas tokens, you're going to give them to the supply rather than put them on old cards that you've jumped over. But again, because you're going to remove them from the game. So it's slightly different. Now, if you watched the previous video when I played with Vincent, the other AI bot, you'll note that these are the same goal cards. I just wanted to sort of compare my score with the Vincent solo mode and the puzzle solo mode to see if I could do better in one mode over the other. However, I did completely take out the cards that I used in the prior playthrough. I may have to put them back in here if I run out of cards. Hopefully that's not the case. So I'm just going to get started. A typical turn is the same as in the multiplayer game in that you can do one of 2 things. You can take a card from the array, or you can make a painting. Your hand size is 5. Whenever you skip over a card to take it, you have to pay in inspiration tokens. Normally they would go on the old cards that you've jumped over, but as I just showed you, these go to the supply instead, and these extra cards are removed from the game. Anytime you take the first card, you get an inspiration token from the supply, and anytime you complete a painting, you get an inspiration token from the supply. Let's get started and see if I can do just as well as I did in my game with Vincent. So, I need to get some triangles. I need to get, here's, in case you don't remember what I played with last time, I need triangle pairings to score ribbons, and the amount of ribbons I get will be victory points at the end of the game. I'm going to be scoring 3 different paintings. I'm going to try and get 4 ribbons, the maximum, and get 16 points that way. Here's the reverse side of that card in case you want to read that more. It's just, it shows you how many points you would get if you did some triangle pairings. There's 2 ribbons for these 2 pairs here, and there's a pair here which grants you 1 ribbon. And apologies if this is like repeat information, but I don't know if you've watched the previous video or not. Exactly 1 of this multicolored circle element, and this is an example. There's 2 of them, which is not exactly 1. That does not score. This one does, however, because there's only exactly 1 there. The variety one, just 1 of each of the 4 elements on these cards. Let's go ahead and take a look at the reverse side. It's okay to repeat elements, like there's 2 suns, but there's 1 of each, so that's a ribbon. And even though this is missing an element, you have 1 of each, so that's also a ribbon. So that's another way that we'll be scoring. And then finally, composition. We're going to be trying to put elements on all 5 of these colors. This is an example. Purple is empty, so it does not score at all. This one gets a ribbon for completely using all 5 of these colors. That's what we're going to be trying to do. And also earn some silver ribbons, which are 2 points apiece. And silver ribbons are earned by completing these on these cards as we score them. This is a ribbon per sun token that you have, for example. All right, let's get the game started. And again, I can have a hand of 5 cards. I like this one already because it's 2 of the 3 elements that 2 of the 4 elements that I need. If I can get a sun somewhere over here and the other one, a triangle, that would be ideal. So I think I'm going to take this one, and in doing so, these slide down and a new one comes out. And because it was the first card on the purchase row, I get to take an inspiration token. Now I get to go again. Vincent does not have to flip anything. That's a different variant. All right, so I don't want this because it's just going to replace whatever I put here, unless I save this for a future thing. Whenever you score a painting, you take 3 of the cards in your hand and you just overlap them and try and get the best possible result. So in looking at this, these 2 cards are kind of meh. I just may want to get rid of them. And maybe go for this one, which is multicolored, but that's also bad because I already have a multicolored here. All of these cards are awful. So maybe I take one of these to sort of push this down, maybe make this one cheaper. That's also a ribbon. Yeah, I don't like any of these cards. I may not be able to score 2 triangles or a variety. This is going to be rough. I may have to go all in on, say, ribbons or something like that, the silver ribbons. Like maybe try and grab that one, but if I put that on top, that triangle replaces this sun one here. We'll just have to see how it goes. Okay, so let's grab this one for free as our second card. These all slide down. And because that was the first card, we get an inspiration. And I kind of want that one. And maybe I can use this to replace this. Like just slide it on top, although that's kind of wasteful. This one, yeah, oh man, these are not good cards. I kind of like that one, but I don't have to get it yet. I also need a green. I need to get these 2 cards somehow. I've got enough saved up to where I can do that. But I think I'm going to take one of these, slide these down, and then take these 2 because I want one of each color at the very least. My concern is I don't know if I'm going to be satisfying all of the symbols that I need. I don't see a sun on any of these. There's a sun here. So I may miss out on scoring the variety, I think. Oh, this is crazy. I was doing better against Vincent. Okay, well, what we could do is we could take this one and just get rid of these 3. Maybe just get rid of them. So I'm going to give the supply 3 of these and just wipe these out. These all come down. And, oh, I'm sorry, I took that one. So this slides down. It's a whole new array of cards, which is something we really need right now. Okay, I need a sun. I really like that one because of that yellow color, although there's that. I need green, which is this one. This one is great. This one's great. However, in order for me to make that one work, I'd have to overwrite. I'd have to overwrite. If I overwrite this card, it would look something like this, but then I lose my multicolored one, which is not ideal. And then I'd have to maybe get this card to overwrite this. Yeah, maybe I do that. Maybe I grab this one. I don't know if I like. Actually, this was not bad. Yeah, let's go with. I'm just gonna grab this one it's cheap. And I get an inspiration token for it. New one comes out. And for my last card before I'm forced to build something, if I were to build a card, it would be with these, and I need a yellow one, so that would sort of sit behind. The downside is I don't have a sun token anywhere. So none of these have this is a sun. So maybe grab this one and then try and fit that in somewhere. I could try and do this visually, but I think I'm going to cheat a little bit and try something like this. I need suns. I need a purple for sure. I mean, that's everything. There's no triangles, however. I need triangle pairings as well. So, triangle pairings. Triangle pairings. I could do this green one, and that's a pair there. If I did this with it, and then put these 2 here. No, I need a yellow one. I need this and this. Then I don't have my multicolored one. Darn it. This is 2 points per gray triangle, however. I'm not going to get a whole lot for this card. I need to get a yellow one in here. So I have to put this in if I want to try and complete that one. I feel like I need to complete that one. If I didn't, would it be the end of the world is my next question. Could I do this, and this. That's not one of each, unfortunately, either. Okay, yeah. You know what? Let's do that, and see, that's kind of wasteful. Unashamed Mess is the name of this one. Okay, so just to keep the video moving, maybe I'll do this one. What sucks is that actually, oh man, that is such an odd duck. So maybe that, and then the downside is I wouldn't have, okay, do I have all the elements? I have no sun elements, so that wouldn't jive very well. That would disqualify me. Yeah, that's not going to work either. So I really don't know what's going to score me points. I mean, this is 1 point per triangle. There's exactly one there. Maybe I just stick to what I originally had and try and just do something like it was behind. Okay, so yeah, we'll just do this. It's not great, but it's something. So Unashamed Mess is what we're going to end up getting. Let's go ahead and slot that into our red one. I'm not happy with the result of this, but maybe it'll be okay. So let's score that. Did I get a pair of triangles? Yes, I get a red. Did I get exactly one? No. Did I get one of each? No. Did I get one of each color satisfied? Yes. Gray ribbon for each triangle. For each triangle. So I get 2 silver. So that's not terrible. This is 4 points, even though it could have been better. So that was the first one. Let's go ahead and refill the array while I'm thinking about, oh, it's already refilled, my bad. I was missing one there. So what did I just do? I think I was so deep in thought that I grabbed this and didn't move this down. And I'm not sure if I gave this to the supplier or not. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. All right, so those move down. And all right. This is what happens when you film board games back to back. You get a little bit more flustered and exhausted. Okay, so now it is my turn. I gave one up just in case I didn't from before. I'm not going to rewind the tape for this. And I've got 2 cards, so what can I do with these? What would I need to satisfy? Triangles, I need to cover one of these reds or blues, or I can just not use one of them in my final one. I kind of want to take this one because it has a sun on it. And I would also cover up this one, which would be cool. If I take this one, a yellow per square, I've got a lot of squares, so maybe I take this and gain a free inspiration token and slide these down. A new one comes out. Ideally, I'd love to sit here for 5 minutes and think about each of my moves, but trying to keep the video moving. I could take that one as well, and that might give me some wiggle room. But the question is, I really want this, and do I really need this? There's 2 of these on here. That's going to slide behind something. That seems kind of wasteful. So I think the downside is I need at least one triangle element in order to satisfy. I may have to take this and then hopefully maybe slide this behind something else. Oof. Ooh, wow. Okay, so if I did take this one and did something like, no, I'd have to cover that up. No, it's just, yeah, well, I'd have to cover this maybe, but, oh gosh. But then purple, I have a problem with purple. So this card I don't think is good, even though there's a triangle on it. I might want to go for this one here. And although this square one is huge, I could try and go for that one, which has suns, which I need. So maybe I just skip that one and take this one, add it to my tableau, and this goes away, and those all slide down. Okay. And I can get one more pick out of this. I've got 3 left, so I cannot get this one if I wanted it, but I could at least get this one if I needed it. So the yellow I think is important for the sun that I need to try and complete the variety. The question is, I need to put a purple in here, and I need a red and a green. So I could do something, no, I can't do that because then there's two multicolored ones. And there's no, that would be a bad one. I don't have a triangle in anything. So I would need to grab maybe this one, I think, and use that in place of this. That's... But if I do that, I'm still going to end up with two of them, though. If I did something like this, or maybe if I covered this like this, that's not terrible. That gives me one of each. Yeah, one of each. And, yeah, all right. Unfortunately, there's no double triangle, but I think that's the best I'm going to get. So I'm going to pay 1 to get rid of this. Take that one, which I did. These all slide down. New one comes out. And because on my next turn I'm completing a painting, I will add a new one here to me. I get one from the supply. Let's go ahead and put this in. And again, I have to make a painting because this is my 5th card. Okay, having trouble. There we go. All right, so this is Improbable Expanse. Let's go ahead and score that card. Okay, so did we get 2 triangles? No. I have a feeling red is going to be very difficult to get. Do I have exactly one of these multicolored ones? Yes, I do. So I get a green ribbon. The next one is, do I have one of each color, or one of each element type? I do, so I get a blue ribbon. Kind of making up for that one there. And then this one is, do I have one of each color? Yes, so I get a purple one. And the gray ribbon says, one for each sun that you have. Well, I've got 2 suns. So I get 2 of these gray ribbons. I might have to get more from the box because I'm out. All right, that's not bad. Okay, so now we are sort of moving into sudden death where we've got 3 more draws or just build a card whenever we want to. Okay, so I need blue in order to sort of fill this out. This is for every sun that there is, I get a silver ribbon. I don't know if I'm going to go that way with it. I need a blue at least, and then a way to cover up red or purple. So maybe I take... That's a mess. Oh boy. Or I can just pay 3 to get rid of everything here because these are awful. You know what I'm going to do? That's per square. So if I can get a lot of squares, I actually am going to do that. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and that effectively gets rid of all 3 of these cards. I'm going to keep that one, and that slides down. I kind of want to refresh the array because I'm going to try and score big, and I have to hope that what I need comes out. So these cards by themselves aren't that bad. I've got a lot of squares here. I need to put that on top, though, because... see, if I do that, this purple... I need to find a way to cover up that red. All right, well, I have no choice. I have to take this one because I have no inspiration tokens. So I'm just going to take that and take an inspiration token. And that leaves me with either this one or this one. If I take this, I get one from the bank. If I take this one, I have to pay that back. I already have a purple one. So there's a green-yellow here. What that's going to do for me, I don't know. I need to cover up. Well, I may have to bite the bullet and just not have exactly one of those. Maybe I just have to bite the bullet and not do that. So in that case, I'm going to want a square then to get as many of those squares as possible. So I think I'm going to take this one, which I pay the bank. This goes away. These slide down, and I could just refill the array, but I'm just going to go ahead and build my card now with these here. So I definitely want the one that gives me points per square ribbon. And I need to get as many colors as I can. So what if I did... That's one of each, and no, I need a green one in there somewhere. So I have to get a green one. This is my only green one. And there's a lot of squares on that, which is great. So this one has to go here, and I just need a blue one. The blue is, okay, but I'm still missing a sun, so it's not going to matter, but at least I put that there. Instead of the triangle then, I'll put this one here. So now I just went all in on those squares. It's not great. Well, can I could, well, yeah, this is my only green card, and these two cards are purple. Yeah, there's no way. I'm going to be missing out. I'm going to be making my points on this one here, I think. Maybe there was a better play. I'm just going to keep the video moving, though, and not do, too much analysis. So we're going to slide these in here and hope that the extra gray ribbons I get are worth it. This one is Liberated Darkness. I love that each of these have their own unique pairing. Let's go ahead and score those. That is 2 triangles, no. Exactly 1, no. 1 of each, no. This is awful. 1 purple, 1, but the gray ones, I get 3 gray ones because there are 3 silver ribbons because there are three of these. So maybe those will make up for that. But I have a feeling my score is going to be pitiful in comparison to my game with Vincent. So we're going to move these up here. We are going to put the green and the blue, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 10 by itself, 12. So I got 12 points in gray, silver badges, ribbons, whatever. 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. That's 20, 29. And the 29 on here is... it's around here, which is not great. So the solo puzzle kind of kicked my butt, but maybe I just got lucky against Vincent. I don't know. I used the exact same goal cards too, so it's very interesting on how that turned out. Maybe I just got lucky in my initial swing with these cards here. Maybe I misplayed something and messed something up. I have a feeling that the puzzle mode is like you really need to spend more time thinking about everything, because you have total control over everything in the puzzle solo. You have complete control. The only thing you don't have control over is what comes out. Like, that's it. But you kind of have control over, exactly what you're going to be discarding, what you're going to be taking. That's really cool. So, long story short, just sort of my thoughts on both solo modes. I liked the one with Vincent. It is a bit more random because you never know what card he's going to get rid of. Sometimes you can plan ahead and go, oh, he only has 1 left, so he's going to either take this one or this one. So you can kind of plan ahead with Vincent, but with the solo mode, it's definitely a bit more. It's faster. It moves along more quickly because it's only going to be your turn always. So I kind of like the solo mode over Vincent, just simply because I don't have to worry about flipping these every turn to see what Vincent does. But still, either way, Canvas is a beautiful game. It's fantastic. And again, there are more goals in the box that you could put out here instead. So go check out Canvas. In addition to it being a fantastic multiplayer game, it has 2 solo modes that are really good. If you guys haven't already subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube, that way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Take care.